A very good evening, Madam IGG.
Yes, good evening, Sebo Ali Mivule. And yes, true, today we submitted our 3 reports, the 47th, 48th, and 49th report. As required by law, we're supposed to submit biannual reports to Parliament. And so today, we're just fulfilling a constitutional requirement to submit our reports to Parliament. In the past 1.5 years, we were able to order the refund of 38 billion shillings from different culprits, and they have started paying. Out of the 38 billion shillings, so far we've got close to 8 billion.
Is there any provision like out-of-court settlement, and if it's there, how does this help the IGG in recovering some of the funds?
Actually, most of this money is recovered out of court settlements, mainly because court process also takes quite a long time, and court process can go up to, like the Kazinda case, over 10 years. Even when you secure a conviction, it remains in abeyance until the entire appeal process, from the Court of Appeal to the Supreme Court. Sometimes they just even go to the Constitutional Court and even to the East African Court of Appeal, like Kazinda is now in the East African Court of Appeal.
And someone would wonder, like the office of the IGG, don't you have like a legal framework that can help you recover funds when it comes to corrupt officials?
No, that's why actually we would like to have a civil asset recovery law, and also to get the Inspectorate of Government gain corporate status. For now, the Inspectorate of Government does not have corporate status, so most of the time we have to go through the Attorney General and other institutions of government, which means that we are not really independent and cannot run at our own speed as we would like to.
In the absence of this law, how long does it take the IGG to investigate cases, from the arrests and then to the level of prosecution and conviction?
Once the case goes to court, it's out of our hands. It becomes a matter for court. But for the Inspectorate of Government, from the time you begin a case up to the time you hand it to court or order for recovery, it could take anything up to 6 months or even more.
Lastly, after the release of the former permanent secretary in the Ministry of Public Service, Mr. Jimmy Ramafa, there were some concerns from different circles that actually the release of such people would stifle the fight against corruption. What's your take on this?
The law does provide for it, the prerogative of mercy for the president. And in the case of Mr. Jimmy Ramafa, he has served I think he served 7 out of 9 years. I'm not saying that it's a good thing he was let out, but that jurisdiction is with the president.